money on my mind. Grind every day.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another Hood Trial. And today we have another one for you guys. It's not a life lesson per se. It's a just a story, just a hood trial. And I wouldn't even call it a trial. It's called, just kids just being fucked up. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into it. So today, this one is about something that we all use, well, most of us use in the morning, eggs. So it started like around with Halloween. Well, I don't even think it had to be Halloween because people just started egging people's houses up, right? And I was even one of them. One of our house on Spruce Drive got egged up, and you know what I mean. That shit is a bitch to clean up. But the story involved me. I got hit in the face with an egg by a couple crazy people from the top. If you ever listen to some of my hood trials, I told y'all about Paul Mo. Them motherfuckers was crazy up there. And before I began to dibble and dab and do dumb shit, we was getting harassed and fucked with by the crazy motherfuckers up top. Cause at down bottom Spruce Drive, that was about the best you gonna get. Shirley Avenue wasn't that bad until you go up top to Paul Mall. But yeah. It was me, Steven, Tiffany, and Brittany. We was all on the porch. Was it in the morning? I don't know the time frame. I don't think it even matters. When you get hit in the face with an egg or in the eye, you don't give a fuck what time it is, right? But Brittany and Steven, they end up taking off. They went back into the house or whatever they was doing. I can't remember. I ain't even gonna sit here and try to lie to you like I know exactly what happened with every situation. But me and Tiffany was on the porch chilling, talking, whatever, just rapping, just because we lived across the street from each other, and all of us live, a couple doors down that way. But I'm just getting straight to the point. First the dude, I don't know homeboy name, even though he was popular around there for fucking shit up, basically. He it's sort of a funny story, and since it's around Halloween time, I can't remember exactly. Was it? I think it was Halloween, but I don't want to lie. But anyway, we seen they was riding a bicycle, regular bicycle. They rolled past first. Guess they was scoping out the situation, like who they gonna fuck up first, or maybe they was even thinking about getting somebody's house until they seen my goofy ass. I was like, so you have her front door, and she always comes out the door and hangs out of it while it sounds weird, but that's what she likes to do. She hangs out the door and we all talk with her. That's just what Tiffany do. But and also, if you remember my hood trial, that's the daughter of the father's brother who tried coke for the first time and he died. If y'all remember that story. But I was sitting like right at the front step. I was standing, not sitting. And, I turned around because you hear bicycles. So I'm just saying who it was. I see two guys ride. They looked like they was a little bit older. Like they was 16, 17. And I was like 12, 13. But they rolled past. And then it's like a movie. You know how shit move in slow motion. You see them pedaling up the street or whatever. Because we had like slight little incline hill. So, they tussling, getting up that hill. And they like, yeah, we scoped our victim right there, this goofy light skin. And so all I remember is Tiffany, like I was following her eyes. She kept looking that way, like come to find out she was fucking them dudes or whatever. And so she already knew who they was. And they was coming up the street and I was following her eyes. I was like, what? And she was like, nothing, just brushing it off, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think still to the day, she kind of knew they was about to rock my ass with it. But yeah, so I end up turning around perfect lineup for them. Cause all I see is this dude cop back, bang, right in my face, crack. And it was a cold day, so that bitch was hard. That shit hurt so fucking bad. And I'm sitting there like crying and holding my face. And what you think Tiffany did? She was cracking the fuck up and trying to feel sorry for me at the same time. She was like, oh my, like she was cracking up and shit. I ain't even gonna try to laugh like her, but that shit wasn't funny then. And that's when everybody comes out like it was a gunshot or something. Here come Brittany, here come Steven, here come a couple neighbors. They all looking at me while yolk is dripping down. So this video today, guys, is more of a funny video. You can geek on me. Got cracked in the face with an egg. And, you know, they all came out there, make sure I was good, all that. But Steven was adamant. That motherfucker was adamant. He was like, yo, we gonna get these niggas. Steven was a little bit older than me. And shout out to Steven. Rest in peace. He's not here with us no can't even talk, sorry. Rest in peace, Steven. He's not here with us anymore. He was a close friend, dear friend. And shout out to his family. But yeah, he was adamant. This motherfucker was adamant. Like, yo, we gonna get these. But me, I was still soft. So, like, I was like, you know, I was just like, no, I don't want to. Like, I was scared. I was scared, just to be honest with you. You know, I wasn't thugging yet. I was 12, 13 years old, man. Even though there ain't no excuse, because I know some 12, 13 who have told that hammer and shit. But that's past the point. So, later on that night, long story short, let's just fast forward. Let's go straight to it. Steven was, like I said, he was adamant. And Brittany, she was like a tomboy, but, you know, she was tough. She'll fight you, you know what I mean? And Brittany can really throw hands. I've seen her fight before. And Steven. Steven can throw hands, too. But he was adamant. He made, around that time, that's when I was chilling with Boopy, my childhood friend. And Steven was like, I'm going up there. So Shirley Avenue is a straight shot to Palmer. So you can see all the way down there. And Steven, you know, he told me, stay right here. And Brittany, Tiffany, and Steven, they walked down there to confront the dude. Because they knew, well, Brittany, like I said, Tiffany knew the dude because she was fucking half of Paul Kites. She gonna hate me, but whatever. So, like I said, me and Boopy stayed back, but we could still clearly hear them all the way down there. And then Steven went down there and he was like, you know, they basically, from what they told me later on, they basically said, you know, he's he's a shorty. So why the fuck you gonna mess with a shorty? You should fight somebody your age, like me. Like Steven was ready to throw down for me, so I appreciate that. Salute. So he ended up going down there. He confronted both of them, and he was in their territory. So you got to give respect for that. And, you know, he was telling what it was, but he was yelling to me, Turns, come down here, come down here. Like he was trying to get me to confront him. Even though this dude was a little bit older, it didn't matter, man. Like in the hood, you got scrap. If you got scrap, you got scrap. Or however y'all talk. Throw down, you got rumble, squabble, whatever. But me and Boopy, we started like walking in that direction, like we was about to do something. But I picked up a brick and we just kept going down there. Eventually, once we got like not too far from them, I got scared. So we ended up throwing the brick there. No, we threw the brick and then we ended up turning around, running back. So yeah, it wasn't like it was some superhero shit at the end of the story where I KO'd that motherfucker or something like that. Nah, I ended up being a pussy and I pussied out or whatever. But I think the story is funny because I got cracked in the face with egg and it was dripped down my face and Tiffany sitting there cracking the fuck up. But Steven still had my back. Much love to that. So yeah, it was just a little story I had for you guys about getting cracked in the face by a fucking egg, man. That shit. I bet you won't try that shit now. Sorry. I know who the guy is now. It's Woody. I told you about him in another story. He ended up hitting me in the face with a fucking egg. But I bet he ain't gonna do that shit now. But yeah, that was the story today. It was just a short little crazy little, in the as you know, people that are from and live still currently in the hood, you already know it's always something going down. Like how they say on Friday, it's always something going down every Friday. It's just, that's what it is. And everybody like to talk about their triumph stories and shit like that. Me, I keep it a I don't know what it is today, guy. I can't even talk. But I keep it a stack. My wins and losses. You know what I mean? And that was just a fucked up day. I got cracked in the face. The week previous, I told you my house got egged up, so I had to scrub that off. And it was probably something I did. I didn't probably throw a rock through somebody's window, or like I told you, we used to steal bikes out of people's yard and put them together and try to do shit. Those trick nuts, the pegs on the back where somebody can ride on the back or you can ride on the back. Man, that was like big thing is still a big thing in the hood, like mongooses with the pegs and all that. So it's always something going down. It was always a war. But that was today's story, my funny story of getting cracked in the face by eggs. So you can crack up on me. But that shit won't happen now. But that shit was fucked up though, man. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. I can't even express that anymore. Getting hit by a cold egg. And I'm pretty sure some other suckers out there who got cracked in the face before they start thugging. But it's all good. Stay positive. Take it in stride. I'm pretty sure there's other kids out there that's gonna go through shit. So what I want you to get from this story for the if you feel like you're a loser right now, take from this story that you win some, you lose some. I know you heard that 1,000 times. And people is always going to feel a certain way about you. You take that in stride. You take a lesson. You take a failure and make it into a lesson. You take lemons and make it lemonade. Man, I'm off today. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe because I didn't hit my pen. So before we go, let me hit my pen real quick. That's that auto draw. But yeah, you guys have a good day. I just wanted to tell you about my fucked up day I had when I was younger. Peace and love. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for checking the channel. Leave a comment. And always, you gotta remember this shit, man. Yeah, I can line it up right.